I'm surprised that this many years later after playing that I'm still irrelevant and popular.
Well, you were
So
ahead
I
of your
must have
time.
did something right. I must have did something right out there.
But you're an iconic figure. It's almost like Randy Moss in football.
Right.
Like you were ahead of your time.
That's
And
that's a great compliment, by the way.
yeah.
Thank you.
But when you had the tattoos and how people viewed you, and now everybody's got tattoos.
Right.
But at the time, did you feel like you were kind of on an island that it was just
Yes. That's a great question. And because I kind of took the ass whipping for it, Dan. You know what I mean? And it's kind of bittersweet because back then I was so young, I was 21 years old, and I didn't understand. I was basically just dressing like the guys from, my neighborhood that I, grew up with, so it was natural to me. And then with the tattoos, it was basically like, I always wanted them, but I just couldn't afford them. And then once I, could afford them, then that's why I just went overboard with it, because, all of my tattoos mean something. And then with the hair, like would go on the road and guys would mess my hair up when I go to the barbershop. So I thought like, man, if I can just get it cornrowed, then I don't have to worry about, guys messing my hair up on the road. So that's how that happened. You know what I mean? So, with the dress code and all that, I was hurt by it. I didn't understand it or whatever. And, now you see guys wearing whatever they want and looking the way they want. And, I know it's had a lot to do with me, getting the dress code changed. But, it's a good feeling now to see guys express themselves the way they, want to. Because when you look at the game, everybody don't play the same. So why would everybody look the same? Why would everybody dress the same? You got all these guys in suits. When I grew up, I never went to the park with a suit on to play basketball. You know what I mean? So, the only time that I wore suits was to church and to a funeral. So,
David Stern said, everybody thinks this is the Allen Iverson rule. He said,
right.
It's really Steve Nash, that he had a problem with how Steve Nash dressed when he went to the press conference as well. So, just to let you know, that's the commissioner telling me, because I referenced the Allen Iverson dress code. He goes, Steve Nash, I had a problem with how Steve Nash dressed at press conferences.
You learn something new every day. I did not know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And God bless him. I mean, me and him became so close, you know what I mean? Especially after my career was over. You know what I mean? The latter part of my career and towards the end, you know what I mean? I got a great relationship with him. And I'm glad, that it ended up being that way before he passed. May he rest in peace.
What's your best tattoo?
My kids.
Okay.
My kids. My chest.
You didn't get a Michael Jordan tattoo?
No, I love him to death.
If you had money when you're growing up, would you have gotten a Michael Jordan tattoo?
Maybe when I was maybe when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I knew that would probably be something super corny. I wouldn't have did that. I love him, but not that much.